Hi, everyone. My name is Andrey. I'm here to talk about linting, the topic no one likes. I'm one of the co-organizers of React Vienna. We have 3 co-organizers here in this hall from Vienna. Hey. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to ask the question, what the heck is lint? And I have a definition for you I found on Wikipedia, which is very long. Lint or a linter is any tool that flags. So yoda, 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 it goes like this, so I reduced it. So I think linter is a tool that finds stupid bugs. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean this small red tiny dots or lines here in my editor, and sometimes there are lots of them. And then I see them. It's like a tunnel vision. You see like this underlines, the red one? It's like tunnel vision. This is what I see when I look at this screen. It's like, what does it even mean? And I'm like, So, so I was like, OK, we should kind of be able to fix it. So how do we fix it? We just lint all the things, right? And we fix it, which is cool. And there are lots of linting tools out there. So you can lint JavaScript, you can lint text, you can lint, you can lint pretty much everything today. But the question, the main question is, why should we even lint? Yeah? Like, why should we care about that? And I found out this research, it's under this link. It's old one, but it's still, I think it's still valid. And it says that on average, software developers spend 50% of their time finding and fixing bugs. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. But I mean, yeah, 50% of the time. And then I was like, OK. I was reading the article, and then it was like, the inefficiency is estimated to cost the global economy $312 billion per year. And I was like, wow, literally, like, that's a lot of money, right? So I thought, if you're not linting, you're burning money. But then I was like, actually, it doesn't seem to be true. Most of the time, we're actually just discussing code style. And it goes like, hey, I'm tabs guy, and I'm spaces guy. And then this third game goes in, hey, I don't care. And yeah, he suffers. And he was like, he had a good intentions, right? Because if you write ugly code, you don't have an uglifier. You don't have to use an uglifier tool, which is cool. I mean, yeah. But sometimes we get sensitive about this thing. So how do we fix that? And we have this nice tool. It's called Prettier. It just fixes code, and it removes all the discussion from that topic. And it's cool. I mean, everyone friends again. And it's easy to use. You just install it from npm, and you start using it. So to sum up, using linters and formatters leads to fewer stupid bugs, better readability. That also means less time in code reviews. But it can be tedious. It can be kind of... And to understand what I mean, I created this kind of set of slides to visualize my typical workflow during the day. So when I work, I code. I write a lot of code, kind of. It feels nice. And then I create a PR when I feel I'm done. And I kind of send it. And then 10 minutes later, I get an email that says, yeah, the CI is broken. Something broke. And usually I'm like, I get very scary about it because it feels like I broke the whole system. And then I go to Travis CI just to find out that I forgot a semicolon. And it feels like, come on, can't be true. So I go back to the editor, I change the code again. I push a new commit, it fixes the build, everything green. But still I somehow feel, I don't know, life is somehow hard. And How many of you felt like this ever? Pretty much many. So I was like, I asked around, and several people also told me, yeah, it feels kind of similar. We had this experience before. So I went and searched. I went to a Webpack repo. It's pretty much a famous one. And I spotted 1, 2, 3, 4 fixed lint issues on one single page. So I didn't even start scrolling. That made me think probably many people have this problem. So I searched the whole GitHub. And and I was like, okay. But it goes further. It's like almost 3 million commits that fix indentation. I wish I could lint before committing the changes to the repository. Must be probably everyone. And then someone from the audience probably like, hey, just use git hooks. But the problem with git hooks, they aren't really like easy to use. It's not like you just start using git hooks, you know? You need to be, like, even smartest people out there don't know how to set up git hooks. Well, what's happening? Let's get back a little bit. So yeah, so git hooks are hard to set up, hard to manage, hard to share across the team, and this is probably the most important one for me. But luckily for us, we have this npm thing, and we can just npm install things. And there's Husky package that kind of solves this problem. So you add this pre-commit thing to the package.json after you install Husky, and suddenly you can run scripts like ESLint on pre-commit hook. So it's super handy. But then you start doing this. Interestingly, the whole process of committing becomes a burden. So it takes a long time, and then you see like 6,284 problems. Just like, I didn't touch. I only touched one line of code. I couldn't fuck it up like that. It's way too bad. Like it's not me. So Husky kind of solves some problems, but introduce new problems. So the process of linting starts to be slow, and it also displays these irrelevant results. That made me think, what if we could run linters only on files that we are about to commit? And I looked on npm, and I couldn't find anything. So I wrote my own thing. It's called lint-staged. It has a nice logo. It says, don't put it where. And it's also on npm, so it's easy to install. And after that, you just, instead of ESLint here, you say pre-commit lint-staged. And you add this lint-staged config that says, for JavaScript files, use ESLint. Actually, forget about these things. Just run this command, and it will detect if you're already using ESLint. It will just install everything for you. It's much easier and simpler. Thanks for Artyom, who is also here in the audience. He created this MRM thing. I don't know what the name stands for, but it's cool. Short. Yeah, probably. I don't know what is it. And it looks like this. So here I am trying to commit only one file, so I staged it. So I git edit. And when I run git commit, and it only lints this one single file. And it shows me errors inside this file. As you can see, it's not 4 files. Which is cool. And it makes actually git hooks pretty awesome, because they solve the problem. But there is actually more. When I started working with this thing, I thought, wow, but now I could actually fix linting errors during the pre-commit hook, so I don't have to fix them myself. And it's as easy as instead of one command, we just run two commands because we run sequentially. And what I do here is like I run ESLint fix on all JavaScript files that are staged, and then I git add these files to the to the index of my commit. Or I can reformat my code. So again, with Prettier, I can just replace ESLint fix with Prettier write, and don't care about the formatting anymore in my editor when I write my code. So I can write anything I want. Like here, I wrote really nice GS6 no one can read. And when I was proud about it, I was committing it. And it's done. And then I was like, git show, bam. As easy as that. And then you can actually use it with other languages. So Prettier now supports like 5 languages, and more support is coming. Or you can use it with Reason, if anyone familiar with Reason, because Reason also comes with this handy tool called reformat. And it works exactly the same, so it doesn't matter if it's other language as well. So lint-staged can run any task. It's easy to install. It's easy to distribute across the team, and it's easy to use. So when I first introduced lint-staged in Create React app, Dan Abramov tried it and posted this image, and I stole it for this presentation because I liked it. And when I found out that actually lint-staged is also being used in Bubble repository, and when I was wondering how many repositories are using it, and it's pretty much a lot, so it's pretty much production ready. And it's also open source, so you can help me make it even better if you want. And to sum up this talk, I would like to say that please don't do this, because it doesn't matter. Just install this tool and start using it, and please solve real problems. Thank you.